Alrighty, well, we were going to do this video outside, but now it's pouring cats and dogs. So, yeah, we have to go old school 2020 style in 2021. I mean, nothing much has changed. It's just literally been 2 days since 2020.
It's not that far behind.
That's right. So, yeah. So we're going to do a kind of a recap episode with, not a recap episode, that'd be pretty lame, because then we'd just be going over things that have already happened.
There's always a recap episode.
Yeah, actually no, that's pretty much what we're doing. And a speculation or hopes for the future episode in one. Right, we're going to make the recap episode interesting, and we're here with Kelvin and Mark.
Hey guys.
Because we're still on holidays. Alright, so 2020. How was 2020?
Hold on. January was amazing.
Yeah, January was pretty good. Simon won premium, right? So we had a good time.
Oh, he's winning this year again.
Yeah, by
no,
default.
last year. Oh wait, no, this year. Oh my god.
Yeah.
2020 it's 2020 circuit.
Yep.
In 2021, yeah.
That's right.
So that was pretty good. Hanging out in Japan was really fun. I don't know what Mark did. I think he stayed at home.
Well, Australia got burned down in January.
So he was out fighting the fires, or hiding from the fires.
Hiding from the fires.
But yeah, I mean, Australia's had a pretty crappy year this year, right? Fires? Well, no, not this year. Last year. Yeah, I'm gonna get this mixed up a little. Last year, I mean, there was fires and there was pandemic.
Yep.
And not the game, not the board game. So yeah, it wasn't a great year for Australia in general, and I guess the whole world too. What were some good things that happened apart from January? Because I know January is always the best month because it's my birthday. This time I get to have it in Australia rather than Japan. So I don't know. Get yourselves ready. If you didn't make it to Worlds this year, then congratulations, you can hang out with me on my birthday. But yeah, what were some other good things do you think that happened? Was the sets coming? Did you like the sets coming out last week? Last week? I guess
Nothing came out last week.
Well, last week was last year, but you know. Well, also, so last year, how was Vanguard in general? Did you like it? Did you feel like it was bad? Did you feel like it could be better?
We start off with Bermuda, and we all know how that went.
Sounds pretty bad already.
Well, but every year technically starts with Bermuda.
Does it?
Well,
it's really
2020 ended with Bermuda as well.
But that Bermuda wasn't as bad as beginning of Bermuda.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So there was Bermuda. What else? Did you like any sets at all? What was your favorite set from 2020? Let's put it this way.
It's a hard pick. That's a tough one.
Wow. I mean, I already know mine.
What's yours?
Divine Lightning Radiance.
Go brave.
Get out of here.
I mean, like, sure, there's gold, but I think everything else is okay in that set.
You mean Gabriel?
Gabriel, Genesis is fine.
Genesis,
Yeah. Vanquisher as well get buffs. We don't have to talk about Eradicators. There was no seal as well. I think it was an okay set, even though it might be bad for the metagame if you want to think about it that way. But overall, it was a refreshing set compared to Bluestone Cavalry. I'm just gonna start naming all the bad sets. Bluestone Cavalry.
Well, Bluestone was good for me because my GN premium deck became very good.
Okay.
See, I sort of have like mixed feelings with it because like it has blouse, but the new art's not, you know.
Does it look a bit bland to you? Is that it?
Yeah, and the old art is like way better.
I don't know, Galaxy looks okay, but I guess Galaxy always looks nice with its green tint.
Yeah.
I guess.
I can't, no.
So, what about Butterfly? Do you like Butterfly? Butterfly was a good set, I think.
Butterfly, actually, I love Butterfly because it has all my clans.
Yeah. So you like Butterfly, but I'm basically mentioning Butterfly and you guys agreeing, so it feels like kind of wrong. Do you actually like Butterfly?
I didn't get to play it that much.
Well, yeah, well, there's This is literally going nowhere.
But that's the hardest part to judge the sets this year. That last year, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, you didn't get to play it that much.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you get
Isn't
to
that
see.
applicable to every set?
Well, just Kelvin. I don't think he
True.
plays anything.
No.
That's true.
If I find something, I'll play it.
You just sit here and watch Picora
Oh man.
all the time.
Like, you know, before there was HoloLive, all he did was he said he didn't have time to play and he'll just watch games and couch sit like backseat game the whole time, even though he doesn't have time to game. And then he somehow came fourth at Worlds. So I don't know. Maybe that is the correct way. Just
But now he doesn't do that because he just watch HoloLive.
yeah.
I still watch games.
Sure you do. All right. So what about you? You Mark. What do you think? I mean, for you, there was also Tribe 3.
Didn't get a PR, so got you.
Well,
I mean, there was the Chrono Fang period, which was okay, but wasn't really my deck.
yeah. Do you play Bermuda? You play Bermuda, right? So you got 2 sets that got released last year as well.
I mean, at the moment, I'm having a lot of fun experimenting with all, like the 50 different Bermuda decks,
Okay. All right.
and
No one's complaining about Bermuda as well.
so far, I guess, like,
Well,
because everyone's still complaining about Go-Good.
Yeah.
but here's the difference, right? Gold Paladin comes in like one form. Bermuda comes in like a lot of different decks. So even though you lost to Bermuda, it's like a different deck each time.
Yeah. So okay, all right. So maybe you like Twinkle Melody. You just like whatever I say you like. Which one is it? Boost on Cavalry.
Just like the Nightvoice one.
Nairos. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. That's a great set from everyone. What else? What else has been good? Do you think? Has the lack of tournaments last year, was it good for you? Did you like to relax the whole year? You know, there wasn't me telling you to play games and crap like that? Did you like that, or would you rather have had a tournament circuit?
I feel like it was a break that I didn't realize I wanted.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Like, it wasn't bad to have a break.
All right. But you, Kelvin,
I'm always looking forward to
having a break?
You're always having a break.
the key is like you don't have breaks, you just do whatever you want all the time.
Is that from my video? Or? I think it was kind of refreshing, I guess. Not meeting people is always the downer part, but
What are you on about?
well, I'm always meeting you guys, so that's okay. But we're talking about the global picture, man.
Okay.
You know, the Derricks, the Chris's, the Alberts, you know,
Well,
the Ryan Kais, even though everyone somehow still mixes me up with Ryan. I had someone message me on Discord. It's like, thanks for the game yesterday, man. It was great. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you, dude? Yeah, so I don't know. That part is a downer, but I guess, you know, it's been a pretty relaxing 6 months, right? Like, usually BCS season, it's a bit more random.
Yeah, it's definitely way more chill this year. Last year.
Does it make you more amped for this year, or
no, I have more energy.
more energy?
Stored
Dude,
up.
you look so tired.
Some days
Stored up. Okay. All right. So what are some other good things that happened last year? I know there's a lot of bad things. I know some sets were really, really crappy, right? Like, I mean, was the Luard set crap? Do you think? I think like Luard deck in general is like pretty surprisingly good.
I feel like once Radiance was Radiance? The
Divine Lightning Radiance, yeah.
Once that came out, Luar feels like a fair deck. And I feel like a deck. I actually enjoy playing post-ban Luar quite a lot. And you know, once we took the main out of the picture, it's not as oppressive as it was.
Yeah, I
The
think
domain was definitely broken.
I think like Luard in general, it's like a deck that one thing, we didn't have much tournaments, so there wasn't like here, right, in the West, we didn't have much tournaments, so we didn't really, there wasn't much playing around in that set, apart from, you know, certain smaller tournaments. But if you give Luard to like a weak player, it looks like a very balanced deck, right?
I think it's definitely a deck that rewards player skill a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So in terms of that, where you have like a weak Luad player versus just normal other players, I think it's a very okay format. But when you give Luad to a good player, then they have so many options to destroy you. It feels unfair.
The mirror looks a bit crazy, but
Yeah.
you know, there's still a lot of decision making.
What do you think? I think one of the good points was Bushiroad's response to certain things that happened last year.
As a result of the bad things happening.
Yeah, like we had
Damage.
Zarzan. Yeah, Zarzan. We got
Even
like
Bermuda.
Bermuda as well. Yeah, so those three times that happened. The only time that they did poorly on was good.
Well, it was not unexpected though.
yeah.
Just given how short it was after the release.
But Luan was very short. It was less than.
No, but that was also because like, the
Should we-
old card went to, you know, insane prices.
I don't think so, but I think if they really wanted to, they could have hit.
I feel like they could have, and they didn't. So if they did hit it, it wouldn't be surprising. If they didn't hit it, it wouldn't be surprising either.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks bad either way as well.
Yeah,
I think so.
But I think not hitting is like, let's just wait until Bermuda comes out and maybe that will stay.
I think that's just a terrible strategy overall.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I can't wait for Bermuda to come out. Maybe it'll just be so much more broken than Gurgen. Everything will be fine.
maybe the strong players will move away from Gurgen. Therefore,
that is a terrible way to ban
Yeah,
things,
because
dude.
that's exactly what happened.
hey man, they've already had
from
three.
Noir to Gurgen.
They've already had 3 strikes. One more and you're out.
No, it's 3 strikes and you're out. It's not 3 strikes and then another one, then you're out.
There's still okay. Premium one's different.
What kind of baseball do you play?
Do you even play baseball?
I actually used to, but
No,
it's so long.
that's a ball, right? That's a
Yeah, it's
ball,
a full
dude.
ball.
That- These definitely aren't balls, they're strikes.
Standard strikes.
Still, what, compared to premium strikes? Or
One premium strike, so you just nuke the whole thing.
okay, alright, so yeah, well, you guys agree that some of the response last year has been good, right? I mean, they've been kind of communicating as well a bit better. I mean, it definitely can be improved.
I mean, if it was any other game, they would just let it like go like right and
Yeah.
burn it all.
And I guess-
Also, another thing they did was they worked with content creators, right?
Yeah,
For Premium
they did,
Collection too. I think that's pretty good. That's like
Yep.
the first step. I don't know if they
Yes.
do that more
Yes.
in the future because
Yeah.
communicating with your player base is definitely a good thing. I mean, if you check their Twitter recently, they've been doing a lot of communicating.
They've been promoting a lot of like, you know, the stores and like people who run events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So-
Even the card of the day translations or like Tuesday, Friday stream translations. Whoever's been doing that, good job, man. Hope you get paid. Paid for overtime.
And I guess another good thing is maybe not. We don't get to notice it in the Western world so much, but I remember I think Seiji had a video that covered a bit on this. There was a lot of issues with stock in Japan around. I think it was like starting around the Tri-3 period and sort of moved into the Loire period as well. There's a lot of stock issues, but then we do get to see Bushiroad announcing that they're going to reprint things.
Yeah. That's good. In the West, it's like slightly different because I think reprints just reprints in the West are kind of awkward, right?
It's a bit different. The distribution of cards work
Yeah.
differently worldwide than
But
just.
in Japan, everything is very centralized.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Everything is very simple, and all the card shops all have some nice set prices.
And their deliveries are like amazing.
Yeah. Compared to the West, everyone's like cutthroat competing. Well, nothing bad, but it's a different market, I guess. Different market. All right, so I think, do we want to talk more about 2020? I mean, it was a few days ago. It's last year. Do we want to move to this year now?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first video for this year, so we can move on to 2021. Does it feel any different? No. I mean, we have to wear masks now in Sydney. So I think it feels like it's gotten worse.
Yep.
But alright, so one thing that's coming straight up is January 19th.
Yep.
And that is the product announcement where they're probably going to announce more overdress stuff. What do you guys think of, what do you guys want to see, or what do you guys think of overdress in general so far? Because we have no information on it.
Yeah, that's the scary part, isn't it? It's like so close, right, just behind the corner, and you don't zero clue what's happening.
Yes. It's
So I guess what everyone's afraid of is whether they're going to do another hard rotation. And I feel like I kind of want it to happen, but also don't want it to happen at the same time.
I think we've like for people who first was thinking about this rotation thing, right? Everyone was at like the denial phase at some point, like no way they're gonna happen. It's gonna ruin the game, blah blah blah. And then now they've kind of half moved on to like the acceptance phase of it, like 2 steps. Before there was like they were kind of raging, but now they've kind of accepted it that it probably will happen. I don't know if I really want it to happen because there's a lot of things that could happen if it happens, right?
See, then not hitting Gurgit is probably contributing to that. It's just like, oh, they're just gonna like let it go on.
No. Yeah, no. So they kind of moved on to like acceptance of like, you know what? If it happens, it happens. Because like the format right now is not very fun. It's all about kind of going first is a huge advantage. There's so much power creep. Let's just nuke the whole thing and just start again kind of thing.
It's been 2 years only.
Not a good way of doing TCG.
Yeah, I have to say,
do hard rotations this early.
Well, it's not really that early. This is 10th anniversary.
No, but they've just done
10th
one.
year. Yeah. To solve power creep before.
That they created, that they aim to solve.
So, hard rotation, soft rotation.
I mean, ideally you want a soft rotation just so that you know everyone doesn't get screwed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the question is how they're even going to do soft rotation.
It's not easy to pull it off in a good way, and I guess fingers crossed for Bushiroad to do a successful job on that.
Yeah,
and that's another thing. That's the 10th year anniversary, right? So they need to make this one a good year.
Yeah, well, it's like you can take it as a good thing or a bad thing, right? It's like a warning. Well, you have to make it. You know, this year you better make it work, or you know, this year they're gonna make it work, kind of thing.
Maybe they've been pouring all their resources to like this thing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, Schrodinger's reboot.
Oh man.
So, well, they have to make it good, or otherwise everyone's gonna jump ship. But at the same time, like, even if there is a hard rotation, it's not. I don't think it's gonna be the end of the world. Honestly speaking, you know, people are gonna jump ship. Some people might jump on the ship, and if it's actually just really, really good, right, then there's gonna be a lot more people jumping on the ship or staying on. So we'll find out more in the future.
2 weeks time.
Yeah. So, other thing is, what do you guys think of clan selection so far? We've got 1 and 2.
Oh, Shiraki.
Yeah. Well, no, we've seen a lot of questionable cards, I guess. I mean,
that's all I was gonna say. None of the cards feel impactful enough.
Yeah, but next week we're seeing Ashley, we're seeing Chaosbreaker, so I don't know how they're gonna make Chaosbreaker bad or unimpressive.
They managed to do it in 0.
I mean, Shiryuki so far has been. It feels like it's the start of good cards, because some of the support so far has been kind of interestingly good. So I don't know. Maybe we're gonna see a bunch of cool stuff happening, especially next week. But I don't know. It's clan selection. It feels good on paper. We get all the cards. It feels like a very good. How do you call it? Like a very good set to print for like COVID times, because you kind of know how much you want to print, right? You get 1 card of everything in the set. You know people will just probably buy 4 or share 4, etc.
Yep.
So you don't have to like print random numbers.
Yeah, it's like a confirmed sale. Instead
Kind
of
of.
doing another raging.
Well, you kind of know how many boxes people want, right?
Yeah.
The highest limit is pretty much 4, unless they really, really want to get high rarity stuff.
Unless you're like Kelvin, who builds 50 different decks in the same clan.
If they're cheap enough.
You should be playing Bermuda.
Oh
Yeah.
no, they're expensive, bro. I don't. We're missing cards from the old set. That's right. We need cards.
Unlucky.
Give us cards, guys.
Donate us your old fishes, please.
Alright, so other thing is, there were no tournaments last year. What do you guys think of this year? Will there be tournaments? BCS, Springfest, all that. Is that coming back?
Springfest is going to be difficult.
Yeah. I think Springfest this year will either not happen or be in a totally different form.
Because for Bushiroad to Planet, they they pretty much have to start doing it now.
Yes,
if not earlier.
It's a large scale event.
As you know, the world is still kind of in a dumpster right now,
Yeah.
and it's hard to plan anything.
That's right. You can't stick to your dates, and you don't want to commit your resources.
So best chance is BCS if we do manage to settle down a bit.
I think BCS is a pretty decent possibility because one, it's in the second half of the year, so there's still 6 months to see how everything goes. But two, it's also overdress year where they're announcing a new thing, so they have to make it big. They're gonna really want to push something like a BCS or some circuit like that. So that's why I think, it's like Japan's gonna receive overdress earlier than English. So, and they already got some WGPs rolling and VMCs rolling. And sure, things get cancelled and all that once in a while, but they have a kind of a smaller scale of WGP happening. So I think something similar might happen for English, but again, I think timelines regarding English stuff, usually our stuff comes in a bit later in the year, so Springfest might not be a big priority. But BCS is definitely, I think they'll probably want to push that. But also like Springfest, it happens different times throughout the year. So I think some of the American ones start in like March. Even March. Our one usually happens in like June. So in terms of like whether if you're a later Springfest, maybe that's happening or has a higher chance of happening, or you have more time to plan it out, or maybe the earlier ones just you guys probably getting something else or something a bit smaller kind of thing. But if it's really happening before overdress, I probably wouldn't count on it because Springfest to push overdress is probably something they'd want to do. Apart from that, 2021. What are your hopes and dreams, boys? Start with Kelvin because he looks stoned.
Well, we want like events to run, right? But it won't work unless all the regions can run it as well. So even though like Australia's doing well, but somewhere up in the northern hemisphere is still like burning down.
Okay, right.
You can't have the event and can't get to Japan together.
Sure.
After that, so that's a bit worrying.
Okay.
You have overdress, and we don't know if it's a hard rotation. We don't know if it's a hard rotation or if it's a soft rotation, but either way.
Okay, thanks for the recap episode, but we want your hopes and dreams, man.
My hopes and dreams.
Well, they can't read, so.
I just want events to run again.
Okay, alright.
Offline events.
Offline events. Okay, alright, you, Mark.
Less power creep.
Less power creep? Okay,
it's probably my biggest, my biggest hatred, to put it in a strong way, against Vanguard right now. Like, standard shouldn't have creep as much as it did.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, and I think most people would agree with me.
Yeah.
Like, it was just getting out of hand.
Alright, okay, and since I'm lost, I can take the cheap way out. I hope everyone stays safe.
That doesn't count.
I hope, they pull off the 10th anniversary well. And, we don't know much about what's happening, but hopefully they do it well, and they can pull through, right? I mean, rotation or no rotation, I hope they can do it. So yeah, now I can say that. I hope everyone stays safe and have a happy new year, right? Stay safe, have a happy new year. Hopefully this was a nice nostalgia of 2020. I don't know if that really makes any sense or not, because I don't know how I can be nostalgic about 2020.
It's only been 2 days.
Yeah. But no, keep it up, boys and girls, and look forward to the future. We'll see you in the next video. Maybe just me, but maybe these two as well. Alright.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.